Welcome back, everyone. Hope you all had a great holiday and some fun last night, too. We've got 2 games to talk about, starting with Game 35 against the San Jose Sharks. Wait.
Kuzmenko back on the Pettersson line.
I'm shocked that's my first question.
Yeah.
Wow. You guys are relentless. He's got some juice, and I want to put him back in the first unit. We got to get him to shoot the puck. I think he's going to do that tonight.
That's right. After being a healthy scratch for 2 games in a row, Andrei Kuzmenko is not just back in the lineup, but he's playing up on the first line with Elias Pettersson and Ilya Mikheyev. Let's see how he did.
Moves in. Here's Kuzmenko shooting. He scores!
Of course. He scored just over a minute into the game. Look, this dude had 39 goals last year. Yes, he's off to a slow start this season, but even still, I can't believe all of the trade Kuzmenko talk I hear out there. Just let him get over this slump. Even if trading him wasn't a bad idea, what's stupid is suggesting the Canucks trade him while his value is low. Come on, guys, use your noggin. Let's see what else he did.
Puts it in front, tipped in. Kuzmenko's got another one.
Ah, I see. Okay, listen to me carefully. Cheering for your team includes cheering for the coaching staff and the management group too. Come on, guys. As long as they're in a Canucks jersey, we don't give up on our players. Also, who remembers this Rick Tocchet quote from a few weeks back?
Kuzy's got a forecheck. Let's start with that.
Well, look who was forechecking. Kuzmenko. Anyway, it's 2-0 Canucks.
All right, when he shoots, he scores.
Sorry, it's 2-1 Canucks.
Big rebound, Hurdle scores.
Sorry, it's 2-2 Canucks. I mean, it's tied 2-2. Then look how close Kuzmenko got to scoring a first period hat trick. That would have been the cherry on top of the icing on top of the cake for sure. Now, I can't remember who suggested this, but I can assure you it wasn't my idea, so don't give me any credit. But I believe we found a name for the red-hot Garland-Joshua Blueger line. The Lifeline. They've been on fire since the beginning of December. It's like every time the Canucks need a momentum swing or a big goal, this line comes out and gives them life. Just watch this. Right at the end of a San Jose power play with the game tied 2-2, Teddy Blueger makes an incredible play to knock the puck out of the air and set up Nils Åman with a beautiful pass. Now, this wasn't a lifeline goal because Garland and Joshua weren't on the ice, but it just shows you how well Blueger is playing. That assist extended his point streak to 6 games. Then just a few minutes later, Sam Lafferty tipped in an Ian Cole point shot to make it 4-2 for the Canucks. Then the Sharks scored 4-3. They just wouldn't go away. But then, with under a minute left in the second period, guess what line came out and gave the Canucks life? The Lifeline.
Here come the Canucks. 4 of them to center. Connor Garland looks across. Here's Joshua. Scores!
Dakota Joshua scored his 9th of the season, assisted by Connor Garland and Teddy Blueger. Beautiful. Look at this save by Demko. This dude is incredible. Then he made another one, not as pretty to look at, but just as important. Oh my God, jeez. The Sharks scored again, 5-4. Never mind, Pew Suter scored 6-4. Never mind, Quinn Hughes launched one into the empty net, 7-4. Game over. Whew. Okay, well, a messy game right before the holiday break. That's kind of how it goes. Here's what Rick Tocchet said about the Lifeline line.
Right now, they're playing really well. They could be playing a lot higher, in the lineup. That's a hell of a goal to get us back in the game.
Now, on to Game 36 against the Philadelphia Flyers, a team we played once already this season, and it wasn't pretty. Go watch my video on that game if you want to learn more, but basically, they shut us down in every imaginable way and beat us 2-0. It was an extremely frustrating game to watch, but this one will be different, right? Well, just over a minute into the game, Nikita Zadorov gave the puck away, but Casey DeSmith was there to make up for it, saving the puck and Zadorov's ass. Kuzmenko was back playing on the top line again, and man, he came close to opening the scoring here, but what a block by Cam Atkinson. Just perfect. But yeah, the Kuzmenko-Petey Mikheyev line was really playing well in the first period and were controlling most of the play every time they were on the ice. I mean, just look at this no-look pass from Kuzy to Mickey. I think it's safe to say that Kuzmenko's confidence is coming back nicely because you don't make a play like this if you're not feeling yourself at least a little bit. Then the Lifeline came out with a solid minute of offensive zone pressure. They just couldn't quite set up the perfect play, but damn, that third line is looking nice. And then, watch this goaltender interference penalty that Philadelphia's Scott Laughton took. He skated right into Casey DeSmith. Good call, right? Wrong. It wasn't called. No penalty. I don't want to complain about reffing too much, but keep that play in mind moving forward. Luckily, that collision didn't slow DeSmith down at all. Just a few minutes later, he made a beautiful save off a wraparound attempt from who else but Scott Laughton, obviously. Kinda poetic. In fact, Casey DeSmith was on the ball again for the Canucks. He kept them in the game for as long as he could, but his team couldn't seem to figure out how to get one past Philadelphia's defense. And then this happened. Late in the second period, Tyler Myers was called for interference. Interference. Owen Tippett skated into the 6'8" Tyler Myers, fell down, and it was called interference. How is that a penalty and this isn't? Look, I really don't want to be the guy ragging on the refs all the time because it's such a fast-paced game, they're gonna miss some stuff. And no, I don't believe there's any rigging taking place. Anyone who believes that really needs to reevaluate themselves. I can get into that in a later video if you guys want. It's just a missed call, but it's so avoidable. We have cameras everywhere. I can't run a red light without a picture of my license plate being forwarded to the city, and you're telling me we can't figure out how to make a proper call in an NHL game? Come on, enough traditionalism, enough fear of technology. Put the refs in a booth off the ice and let them call penalties from there. I guarantee that 50 years from now we'll be telling our grandkids, oh, back in my day the referees were on the ice and they'd even get in the way sometimes. It doesn't make sense. And then guess what? Do I even need to tell you? Philadelphia scored on that power play. However, it's just a 1-0 deficit. If the Canucks can't come back from that, there's no room to blame the refs for anything. And you know our boys are gonna put up a fight, right?
Over the line, feeding one through, it comes trying to cross, they score!
Oh, okay. 2-0, just over a minute later. That's fine. We've got a whole nother period.
Here's a turnover, chance for Farabee, in on goal, he dekes and he scores!
Huh. Hey, Nikita, can I talk to you for a second?
Yes.
Why did you do that?
Do what?
Well, never mind. 3-0. Whew, okay. Well, you know what the Canucks need, right? A little bit of life.
Dakota Joshua cutting towards the goal, centers, Blueger scores!
With that goal, Blueger extends his point streak to 7 games. This line is so fun to watch. Life had been restored. And then, as if the seas were parting for the Canucks, the Flyers goalie left the game due to a hydration issue, which I assume means he was getting cramps of some sort. And then Noah Juleson cremated Joel Farabee, which led to Cam Atkinson getting called for instigating a fight. So, the Canucks, with all the momentum, were on the power play with an ice-cold goalie in net for the Flyers. Here we go. What's happening? What's going on? Okay, get the puck. Oh, get the puck. Okay, cover that guy. No, cover that guy. No, okay. There's only been 2 Canucks games this season that have made me react like this. And they were both against the Philadelphia Flyers. Good thing we don't play them again this season. The Canucks record is now 23-10-3, good enough to remain a top 5 team in the league. What a season they're having. This is so much fun to watch. They play the Ottawa Senators tomorrow night, and I'm feeling a 5-2 win for the Canucks. Comment your prediction below for a chance to be featured in my next video. But don't leave yet. I have news. The Vancouver Canucks are only going to get better. They have 3 prospects playing in the World Juniors tournament right now, all for Team Sweden, and damn do they look good. Starting with Jonathan Lekaramäki, who the Canucks drafted 15th overall back in 2022. Lekaramäki is known for his lethal shot and playmaking abilities, and so far he's lived up to the hype. He's clearly not afraid to shoot, and boy does he have a bullet. He used it to score not once, but twice in Sweden's opening game against Latvia. Just watch his second goal here. The power in his shot is undeniable. He forced it through the Latvian goalie. And in their next game against Germany, he put his puck control and playmaking abilities on full display. Just watch how he controls the puck, puts himself in a scoring position, and rifles the shot off. But not just that, he follows the puck, gets it back, and then makes a sweet move to get another shot off. And if you're wanting to see how he plays against a tougher opponent, Sweden's third game was against Canada, and he was noticeable again. First, he gains the zone, takes the hit to make the play, then he gets himself wide open in front of the net, gets absolutely robbed by the Canadian goalie, but he stays with the play, gets the puck back, and sets up another goal. Rick Tocchet's gonna love this kid. And that's not all. In 2023, the Canucks drafted defenseman Tom Willander 11th overall, and he's also playing great. Willander is known for his high-end skating ability, elite offensive and defensive awareness, and the kid is just strong. In the first 2 games of the tournament, he was showing that more than anything, absolutely wrecking anyone who got in his way. But I'm sure you're curious to see how he looks against a much stronger opponent too, right? Well,
the races there now. Lekaramäki in, shoot, score!
yeah, that's him scoring what ended up being the game-winning goal against Canada. And yet, that's still not all. In 2022, the Canucks drafted another Swedish defenseman. At only 19 years old, this kid is already a 6'4", 210-pound wrecking ball, and through the first 3 games of the tournament has led the entire Swedish team in ice time. He's on the ice for all situations and is noticeable every time. Oh, sorry, I forgot to mention his name. His name is Elias Pettersson? Okay, yeah, so his name is Elias Pettersson. I'm telling you right now that when this kid makes the main roster someday, he is going to flourish under the Canucks' current coaching staff. Oh right, let's see how he performed against Canada.
Turnover, 3-on-1 almost. Foster takes the drop pass, but Pettersson plays this beautifully. Gets low, strings him out, allows the back checkers to get there. Good defense there.
Yep, that's our guy, Elias Pettersson, single-handedly stopping a 2.5-on-1. We should be really excited for these guys. Anyway, that's it for this video, but before I go, I gotta say, thank you so much for getting this channel to 10,000 subscribers. I started making these videos 2.5 months ago, and I would have never imagined it taking off this quickly, so thank you. The Canucks have 46 more regular season games before the playoffs start in April, and you better believe I'll be covering every single one of them, so if you haven't subscribed yet, now's a good time. And if you're just stumbling across this video wondering how on earth the Canucks are doing so well, click this playlist and watch my videos from the very beginning to get caught up. I'm gonna let Kuzmenko take it from here. Thanks everyone, see you next time.
What does their support mean as you continue to accelerate into the new year?
Oh, this difficult question for me because I don't understand their words. But I say
Number 6, Brock Boston. Hey! Number 9, Katie Miller. Hey! Number 34, Fieldy Giuseppe. Hey! Defense, number 57, Tyler Meyer. Hey! Number 70, Philip Froning. Hey! And goalkeeper, number 35, Thatcher. There go!